is a 48 First Alert Weather Day, sponsored by Mr. Rooter Plumbing for all your emergency plumbing services.
All right, this week has looked pretty clear, calm, pretty much the same story every day. Hot, a little bit humid out there, but tomorrow is when we'll likely see those changes. Tomorrow evening, correct?
Yeah, 48 First Alert Weather Day, kicking off sometime like late afternoon, evening, as Gina said. And, you know, it's one of those things when you're talking about the next day, we have our 48 First Alert Weather Day. We want you all to know. But I was on Weather Extra today at 10:30, and so many people thought the graphic was for today. And I just want to reiterate, this is not big storms today. They come tomorrow. In fact, today is pretty quiet. You just got a little cloud cover out there in Guntersville right now. 81 degrees, and there could be a stray shower or storm for areas like in DeKalb and Jackson County, maybe even Marshall County this afternoon. But most of us will stay dry, and it's not what we're tracking for tomorrow. It's not why we have a 48 First Alert Weather Day. Here's your temperatures across the board. A lot of low to mid 80s. 79 in Winchester, though. You'll get to 80 soon. And the dew points are way up there, too. A lot of 60s out there, which means the air is humid, has that summer-like feel. Maybe not like the dog days of summer, July or August, but still humid when you walk outside with the warm temperatures. So what happens when you have a warm and humid pattern? You usually have a warm front that's lifted off to the north, and it's just keeping all that warm and humid air trapped in the deep south. And you also add a little fuel to the fire. So showers and thunderstorms breaking out for areas to our west. There are numerous severe thunderstorm warned cells within that line. Now, that is the line that is going to eventually move into our area tomorrow afternoon when the frontal boundary starts to get a little bit closer to the area. But again, not for today. Next 8 hours, the little 20% that you see there is for areas east. Most of us will stay dry. We'll just have a few clouds. It'll be humid and warm with temperatures in the mid 80s. Hour by hour forecast. Continue to track the dry conditions as we go into the evening hours. And then tomorrow, when you wake up on Thursday, not a lot going on. There's a little cloud cover, a little bit of a breeze. Temperatures are really warm in the 60s to near 70. But by the afternoon, you're going to see a few showers and thunderstorms on the radar. This particular forecast model is depicting a few storms firing up before the main line even gets here. If that happens, you can speed up the timeline just a little bit for areas along I-65. If this doesn't happen, it's the main line that we'll be tracking. Either way, it's a heavy rain, small hail, gusty wind event. The line will continue to cross I-65 right during the evening commute and eventually move east of Huntsville by about 6 p.m. We go into the evening hours, Sand Mountain, Lookout Mountain, you're getting drenched, and I do think the rainfall will come down heavy at times with some gusty winds even for you, even though the line will be weakening a bit as it moves closer to you, and then it crosses the Georgia state line during the evening hours, and we're done with it. Now, here's the timeline: 2 to 6 west, 3 to 7, 4 to 8. The colors do not depict the intensity of the storms, but it just happens to work out that the red area here would probably likely have the biggest impact with the storms in terms of potential severity. But as they move east, they become mainly just rainmakers, and that's what will impact you for areas closer to the Georgia state line. So here are your storm threats: 45-mile-per-hour winds, heavy rainfall. There'll be electric storms with a lot of lightning and some small hail. And this again will be for Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening. Once that line moves out, another round of storms comes in Friday afternoon, Friday night. We've had to add some showers to the forecast for the weekend. Frontal boundary will linger. It'll be very cool on Saturday with temperatures only in the 60s. Timeline for the rain Saturday looks like it was shut down sometime around the noontime hour. Sunday looks like the better half of the weekend. Though it'll be a little chilly when you wake up in the morning. Temperatures start in the 40s and finish in the 70s. Gina?